Hello students, I hope you all are fine. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the integer and we have learned how to add the integer, some rule for the addition and how to add the integer on the number line. In this lecture we will first we will do some rules for the multiplication of the integer. Rules for the multiplication of the integers. Okay, when you are adding two positive integers, multiplying, here we are doing for the multiplication. Okay, when you are multiplying positive integer with positive integer, so your answer will be positive. Okay, when you are multiplying negative integer and negative integer, your answer will be negative or positive? Your answer will be positive. Why? Because in the multiplication minus minus plus and plus plus also plus. When you are multiplying one negative integer and one positive integer, so your answer will be negative. And vice versa, if you are having positive integer into negative integer, so your answer will be negative. Okay, so means when we are multiplying two numbers with same sign, our answer will be positive. When we are multiplying two numbers with the same sign, either that is plus or minus, always we will get the positive number. When we are multiplying two integers with a different sign, one is negative, one is positive, so our answer will be negative. You have to learn only this thing here. Okay, so now next is additive identity. What is your additive identity? Additive means we are talking about the addition. Additive identity means when we will add this identity in any number, our result should be same, means there should be no change in the actual value and the result. So if I am having any number, you can say, and I am adding 0 in that, so what will be that? A? Yes. So we can say 0 is additive identity. 0 is additive identity. Okay, so next is additive inverse. Or we can say negative, another name for this. What is this additive inverse? Means if you are having any number, suppose you are having A, this is given to you. So what will be the additive inverse of this? Additive inverse of this number, additive inverse of what is that? A will be, what will be that? Negative. Negative means we will just change their sign. So this will be your additive inverse, additive identity. 0 is our additive identity and additive inverse, or we can say negative, means additive inverse of any number is we have to just change their sign. If that number is positive, answer will be negative. If you are having, suppose you are having here minus A, so what will be the additive inverse of minus A? That will be plus A, just sign will change. Suppose you are having minus 15, so what will be additive inverse of minus 15? additive inverse of minus 15 is equal to, just change the sign, 50. Okay, one more thing about this, that is, if you are adding actual number and their additive inverse, means if you are adding actual number plus additive inverse of that number, additive inverse of given number, so what you will get? You will get 0. And what is that? That is our additive identity. So suppose actual number, I am having any number, let us take minus 100. This is your number. Okay, so actual number is minus 100. What will be additive inverse? Additive inverse means just you will change the sign, so it will be plus 100. And what will be your answer? 0. That will be additive identity. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. So if you have to find out additive inverse of any number, what you will do? You will just change the sign of that number. Okay. So next is properties for integer. In this chapter we will do some properties on the integers. That properties are closure property. Next one is commutative property. Third one is associative property, and last one is distributive property. In this lecture we will discuss only these three and only for two operation, for the addition and subtraction. In the next lecture we will discuss these three properties for multiplication and division also, and this property also. So what do you mean by closure? Means what is this property closure? First, take first one. According to closure property, if you are adding or subtracting, multiplying, dividing any two integers, so your result should be also in integers. Okay, means if you are having a and b integers, then a plus b is also an integer. Okay, if you are having a and b integers, then a plus b is also an integer. This is according to closure property. So how to apply this? First I'll apply closure property on addition, then on subtraction. Suppose you are having any two integers. Let us take minus 7 and plus 5. Integers contain all negative numbers, all positive numbers, and 0 also. So I'm having this, I have to add this number, minus 7 plus 5. Add them, what you will get? You will get minus 2. So what you have to check, these are integer, so it should be also integers. Yes, this is also integer. Yes, so we will say integers are closed under addition, because we are talking here about the closure property. Okay, so integers are closed under addition. Now we will check this for subtraction, means we will take two integer. Okay, you can change the value. Let us take another value. I am having minus 5 and minus 6. If you are having two numbers, two integers, their result should be integer. So let's check this, minus 5. Here we have to do subtraction. So subtraction means minus sign and then another number. So it will be minus 5. I just told you bracket means multiplication. Minus minus will be plus 6. So what you get here? 1. 1 is integer or not? Yes, this is integer. So yes, we will say integers are closed under subtraction. Now we will say integers are closed under which operation? Subtraction. Okay. So today we will discuss only the addition and the subtraction. Now next property is commutative property. What is that? Commutative property. In this property, if we are doing any operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division on two numbers, if we are doing any calculation means any addition, subtraction, multiplication on two numbers, so we will use this property. So first is for addition. Suppose we are adding two numbers. Another is subtraction. Let us take two integers and add them. Suppose I am having, according to this property for addition, like a plus b should be equal to b plus a, and here a minus b should be equal to b minus a. Closure property is commutative property is saying if we are doing any calculation on two numbers, so if we are doing addition on two numbers, so if we are adding a plus b and then we are adding b plus a, both should be same, दोनों का result आपका same होना चाहिए. Similarly in the subtraction, so let us check if you are having two integers, suppose minus 1 and the 5. Okay, so left hand side, what is this? A plus b. What is a plus b? Minus 1 plus 5. So you will get here 4. Now check the reverse order, b plus a. What is b? 5 minus 1, that is also 4. So these both are same. That means we can say integers are commutative. What you will write? Integers are commutative under addition. Okay, integers are commutative under addition, because we check here addition, we reverse the order and still we are getting the same result. So we will say if a plus b is equal to b plus a, then we can say integers are commutative under addition. Now check this for subtraction. Let us take example, another example. Suppose you are having minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, So what you have to what is the formula here? Means if a minus b and b minus a both are equal, then we can say integers are commutative under subtraction. Let's check. A minus b. A minus b. What is a? Minus 2 minus b. B means that is already negative, so it will be minus 2 minus minus plus 3. So what is your answer? Plus 1. Yes. Now b minus a. What is your b? That is minus 3 minus a. Minus a. Minus a means it will be negative. This is already negative, so minus minus 2, but minus 3 plus 2, that will be minus 1. We have to check these are same or not. They are not same, so we will say integers are not commutative under subtraction. What we will write here? We will write here integers are not commutative under subtraction. But in the addition, integers are commutative, but in subtraction, integers are not commutative. Okay. Commutative under subtraction. Okay. So next a property is associative. What is associative property? What is associative property? In associative property, we will use associative property when we are doing any calculation, any type of multiplication, addition, subtraction on the three numbers. Okay, when we are doing any calculation on three numbers, or we can say three integers. So let's check for addition. Operation will be same: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, what will be formula for this? A plus B plus C is equal to A plus bracket start B plus C. If A plus B plus C is equal to A plus within bracket B plus C, then we can say integers are associative under addition. Okay, what will be for subtraction? For the subtraction, A minus B, if you are subtracting these two integers first, then from this result you are subtracting C. On the other side, if A minus B minus C means, in this, if you are subtracting B minus C first and then you are subtracting that result from the A. If both sides are same, this and this, if the calculation on the both sides are same, then we can say integers are associative under subtraction. So we have to check this. Okay, so let us take an example. Okay, I'm rubbing this because board is very small. Okay, so for the addition, what was that? A plus B plus C should be equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, means associative property is saying if we are changing the order of addition, subtraction, then even then result should be same. So let us check. I'm having integers. I'm taking -2, suppose -3 and -5. Okay, these all are integers. So suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so take left hand side first. What is that? A plus B plus C. A plus B. Add A and B. -2 plus -3. Yes. Plus C. Plus C means -5 is there. So what will be? -2 minus plus -3 -5. It will be -5 -5, that is -10. On the another side, take the right hand side. A plus B plus C. So first we will add B plus C. What is B plus C? B plus C is this. If you will add these two negative numbers, you will get -8. So -2 plus -8, -2 -8, that will be -10. Both are same? Yes. So we can say integers are associative under addition. Okay. When you will check this for subtraction, when you will change the order in the subtraction, your answer will be different. So you will say integers are not associative under subtraction. Okay. So next, let's start some example of this exercise. Okay. Write a pair of integers, this is your example, whose sum is any number you can take. Suppose I'm having 6. Okay. So what you have to do, write a pair means we have to write two integers whose sum is 6. So there is lot of numbers in the integers whose sum will be 6. So they are not telling us you have to take positive or negative. You can take any integer, either positive or negative, that is your choice. So I just want sum is 6. So if I'll take 3 and 3, both are integer. So if I'll add them, 3 plus 3 will be 6. Okay. If I'll take 2 and 4, their sum will also 2 plus 4 will also 6. Okay. And if you are taking negative and positive, if you are having -6 and plus 12, two integers, so add them. 12 plus -6, it will be 12, it will be -6. So your answer is 6. Okay. So you can take different pairs. You can that is your choice, but answer should be same, that is 6. Okay. So I have taken here 3 pairs. There is a lot of pairs, infinitive pairs. Okay. So let us rub this. Now I'm changing my statement. Write a pair of integer whose difference is 12 and sum is 0. Means now you have to write a pair of integer whose difference is 12. If you will subtract that integer, your answer should come 12, and if you are adding them, so answer should be 0. So sum is 0. If I'm having say -6 and 6, so what I'll get here, if I'll add them, sum, if I'll do the sum for this, -6 plus 6, that will be 0. Okay. And if I will difference. I need the difference. You can, I need difference, so take this negative and this positive. Okay, so 6 minus difference we have to find out, minus 6. 6 minus minus plus 6, that will be 12. Okay, so statement will change, but you have to use this kind of tricks for solving this kind of sums. Okay students, thank you, have a nice day.